Hi everybody, it's Honest John. Now when I was a kid, my parents were kind of big on family outings, so usually on Sunday, we'd all pile in the car and go to different places. Go have a picnic in the park, or go to the zoo, the beach, an amusement park, visit relatives, or sometimes we just go for a drive. And my dad was very particular about reminding us all to always pee before you leave. He wanted everybody to go to the bathroom, even if you didn't feel like you had to, because he hated to stop once he was on his way somewhere. Even if he was lost, he didn't like to stop to ask for directions. So if we'd go, "Oh, I gotta pee," my dad would go, "Tie it in a knot," which, as you know, it's a physical impossibility. So I always found that kind of a funny little quirk that my dad had, but it stuck with me. And so that before I leave my apartment, whether it's to drive somewhere or even just go for a walk, I make it a point to go to the bathroom before I leave. And when I'm at a show or visiting somebody or something like that, I also, when it's getting to be time to leave, I always make it a point to go to the bathroom first. Because it seems to me that if you don't, then as soon as your car gets 2 blocks away from where you were, you just all of a sudden feel like you have to go. So I've developed that habit. But you know, there are a lot of other things that you should relieve yourself before you start doing, and it makes sense to do that. Like, if you're in school, before an exam, it can be real distracting trying to focus on the questions if all of a sudden your bladder starts sending your brain these messages. It's when you really have to go to the bathroom, that's all you can think about. Or if you're working, you really do want to go to the bathroom before you have like a big meeting, you know, if you're in a situation where you're the one in the meetings. I always make it a point to pee before I start the show. I don't want to be distracted. I don't want to feel like I have to go. And here's a true story. I once saw one of my friends who was a comic who actually he did finish his show, but he couldn't make it to the bathroom, so he peed in his pants on the way to the bathroom. You know, if you have a good set, you want to hang out and take a victory lap and flirt with the women, and you don't want to have wet pants to do that. And if you remember Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas, there's a very famous video of her just wetting her pants up on stage. Which is unusual because women usually seem to be better able to hold it than men do, but she just, right in the middle of the show, she just took a pee right where she was up on the stage. Now, I really wouldn't want to do that. And even if you're just in the audience, if you go to a comedy show, you might want to take a pee before the show starts because, well, a big laugh can kind of loosen up the sphincter a little bit. And I've been known to have people wet their seats during my shows anyway. But I do think that the most important time, the absolutely most important time to go to the bathroom is before sex. The last thing you want to do is to have to go at the same time as you're coming. There are women that do like being pissed on, but there are not very many of them. Most women, if you piss in her pussy, that'll be the last time you'll see her. Thanks for listening.